Good day, folks. Can't say morning if it ain't morning, and it ain't morning. It's like 1 o'clock. I am just getting back over here. I was over here this morning dropping some stuff off. I had some errands I had to run, and now we're done. So we're back here, but I don't think we're harvesting today. It appears that we are going to switch the combine over and do some corn tomorrow. We're going to rebuild the draper head on the gleaner. We kind of discovered that that sickle is also pretty dull. So before we get any further, we're going to redo that. We are going to do a couple last minute things to the dryer. The guy from Wallinga is coming to help us hook up our air system, like actually hook the pipes up and test fire that thing, I believe. And then we want to run some corn either late this evening or tomorrow to test out everything and make sure this dryer is good to go. I believe we're there, but we want to be sure we're there while it's still early or mid-September and not, mid-October. Kind of a big day. The coffee pot for the new shop has arrived. So I guess we can say this thing's, complete now.
Yep. Not a flood, huh?
What happened?
You turn it on?
Yeah.
We're watching it. You do the plumbing here?
So Monroe's finishing up the cabinets. We got electricians working on the building. We are going to head over to the dryer because we have finished hooking that auger up. We are going to be needing this to do what we got to do. The auger that we are hooking up is the load auger. It is right there beside the dryer. We just don't have it physically hooked to the dryer, and that needs to happen. So I'm lifting this auger. BJ's lifting up Dad. Dad's attaching that. He beat me to the punch, or I'd be up there. Usually Dad and I do the overhead work. Dad has to go weld a piece. He was just fitting it up there basically. While he's doing that, me and BJ are going to get the gleaner. We'll bring it up here and switching it over to corn. One thing, we need the windows cleaned while we're in the shop. So we're going to take the corn head with us. Definitely going to switch over to corn. Might do some of the corn right beside the grain bins, basically just so we can see to get out of the driveway. Well, after what seemed like an eternity, we are folded and ready to go and say power ladder for the first time this fall. Slightly narrow. Looks like the Wallinga guy just got here. Dane, he's the guy that sold us our blower. Hey Dane, would you be willing to pretend someone stole that trailer?
Yeah, sure.
You kids have a good day at school?
Yeah. I don't like these.
It's probably a good sign. Come over here to see if Monroe needs any help. He's still working on the kitchen cabinets.
It'll be
countertops are as good as the cabinets.
That's why they send that.
Kit.
Yeah. Well, that one is like a filler.
Oh, okay.
That
So we gotta notch that corner off.
Yeah, we got to cut it this where the blade comes up through. If you were to go the other way, it would chip the laminate. But you know what I was just thinking? I never did check to see how square
That
the wall is. Yeah, there's no way knowing. Usually I can just set them in place, but I can't because of this. So we'll have to cut that. I'll cut that notch out.
So what are you making sure is square? Just the walls or?
This wall is square with this wall. Like, if this is tipped just a little bit.
Oh, you mean tipped this way?
No, I'm saying it wrong. If this is angled just a little bit,
okay.
compared, if it's not a perfect 90 degrees, then you'll get this one in place, and this one will be
Okay,
out
gotcha.
away from the wall. So
I
we
gotcha.
might have to cut our miter, because that's just set for a perfectly 90-degree wall.
You mean
I'm sure it is.
You mean builders don't always get things perfectly square?
Just about always, but you never know. So we better cut that and check.
Craig's probably watching, so we'll know here in a moment.
We'll check your work, Craig.
This is what you were talking about.
Yeah, we got a little gap. I don't think I can caulk that gap.
So this is where you were talking about having to trim this.
Right, we'll have to cut the back.
How do you make that measurement? Like how do you make a line or just
Trial and error, just kind of run it.
Just a little bit at a time?
A little bit at a time. Run the saw through, run the saw through until we get it. I thought for a second, oh, we got way too much. But
well, there's a lot of overhang right here.
Well, that's we got to cut this notch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for a second that got me. I'm like, wait a minute, we got plenty, but no, our notch is messing with us here.
Gotcha. So one thing we got to do, Monroe's taking measurements for here, is where this is a metal building, we have a steel post right there. We only have half of a steel post. This is what the whole steel post would look like, but the other half, like where the bathroom is on the other side of that wall, that's where the rest of that post is. So we got to notch our countertop to go around it. Luckily, Monroe's a carpenter.
We'll find out.
The real tragedy here, folks, is Monroe doing this, is you guys aren't going to get to see Dad do it.
You want me to throw in that food crust here, man?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Is this where the fine measurement and adjustments come in?
We'll see how fine in a minute, but yeah.
Did you allow for the wind? So I'm gonna back this combine up now. I know we're kind of jumping around, but so is life sometimes. We'll back this combine up. We're gonna blow off this corn head, and then we're gonna pull the combine into the shed. It is almost 7 o'clock. I really hope we run some corn tomorrow. I like combine. I like getting stuff done. All these little tasks we've been doing, they needed done. Wish they were done a long time ago, but need to get them done before we get too far into harvest. I want to go. I want to go. I think we're going to back in. We should back in. We got a 50-foot hole to hit. We should back in. Shop's full.
What?
Shop's full. We got a grain cart, or we got a tractor, a golf cart, and a combine in it. We're full. Oh, yeah. Monroe in here finishing up the kitchen just in time for lunch.
Might even have a kitchen sink today.
Oh, man.
I'm coming back for breakfast in the morning.
Okay. Bring some donuts. Monroe's over here making trim out of the cutout for the sink. Did you peel that piece off of another rip, like a ripped piece, the top part?
No.
Oh, that was the end of it, wasn't it?
It's mitered.
Oh.
That's what I glued together, so basically mitered it.
Okay, there.
So, see if I can see my line.
So he's over here fixing his slight measuring mistake.
I'm gonna cover it up.
Did you lose sleep over it?
I thought about it for a while. I might have come up with this last night laying in bed. I don't know when I thought of it, but I'm like, we got a sink cut out. Might as well make a piece for that.
He's way more worried about than we were. We told him we'd just put a flower there in the corner. use a razor blade, or just because that stuff
I
won't
need
ride
a
on
really fine line, and
nothing really right on that.
Sharpie isn't fine enough. Yeah, I can't write on it.
I got a little screwdriver over here to make it like a scribe.
I can use a razor blade. I got it.
Round the corner and
A
everything.
little bit. I gotta smooth it out with the file, but. Not bad.
I mean, I could have done better.
Hey, now we're cooking.
Now, Monroe, I'm not a genius, but that one piece looks too long.
Just a little bit. It's always.
So what's the best way to get that miter measurement? I mean, you just measure to that corner right there and then make your 45 angle off of it?
I'll make this one a little bit long, and I'll just set them there because I don't know how they're going to set like this.
So you fit it.
Slowly trim it. It's easier to shorten it than it is to lengthen it. I've learned that.
See, you need to start working with metal.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to trim this one, though, because it...
Oh, it's the countertop will warp a little bit.
I think the backsplash is tilted a little bit. So...
Well, that's the side. No one's going to see the side.
Yeah. Trippable.
Man, looky there. Must be fitted and ready to go.
Just about.
Can't even see it anymore, Monroe.
I think I'm just going to silicone it in there.
Like I said, it looks way better than we would have left it. So if you guys would like to see more tutorials with Monroe, MT Homes is his YouTube channel. He has a few projects that he's done in the past on there, so check that out. Good buddy of mine. Really good builder, craftsman extraordinaire. All right, everybody, as you can see, the installing's all done. I still got to do some sanding. We're gonna put a coat of polyurethane on these. Just kind of going over getting the rough edges off of the cabinets because, well, these are cheapo cabinets and they're not finished quite the greatest. But I do want to thank Monroe because he came out, did a phenomenal job. I called Monroe asking him for some advice, and next thing I know, he called me back and said, hey, I've got some time in my schedule. Why don't I just come out and put them in for you while you guys are working? And that was awesome. Can't thank him enough for that because I have a very little doubt in my mind how this would have shaped up. We would have just put the cabinets there for a little while, put some countertops on them, started using them, and probably got them real stained and messed up. And then eventually put the top cabinets in. They might have been a little crooked, probably. He did a phenomenal job. If you guys are interested in tutorials or anything like that, Monroe, his channel MT Homes, has some great stuff. He is a true craftsman and good at his work. But check that out. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you would do me a favor, if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. That does help us with the YouTube algorithm. Drop us a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one.